what's going on, y'all? THEBrandonBrownson here. As I'm sure you can tell by the towel rack, I am in the bathroom at work again. So it's been a very long time since I've done a film review. In fact, I think the last time I did one was back on the Balls Rotten 1 channel, but I felt it was about time I started doing them again. Especially since I just got done watching Natural Born Killers for the first time. For those of you who don't know, Natural Born Killers was a movie that was directed by Oliver Stone with very heavy influence from Quentin Tarantino. The film's about a young couple, Mickey and Mallory, who go on a colossal killing spree. It's about all the summary I'm going to give, because I'll admit I'm horrible at giving summaries without giving spoilers as well. Now, I had high expectations going into this movie because of how much I've heard about it, whether it be through word of mouth or going on different websites and reading about the movie, or even the movie being the inspiration for some of today's most famous killers, specifically Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold from the Columbine Massacre. And I have to admit, I was not disappointed by this movie. The movie had a runtime of 1 hour and 19 minutes, which is a little on the longer side for me, but it didn't feel like it was an 1 hour and 19 minute film. I was consistently entertained throughout the entire thing. And I'm gonna mention this now, because if I don't mention it now, I'm going to forget it. The soundtrack to this movie was absolutely incredible. But on top of the soundtrack, it also had some fascinating visuals. You see, for each of the killings that happened in the movie, there was always one survivor. Well, almost always, but we're going into spoiler territory there. And the movie tended to portray the particular killing through the eyes of the survivor, or how the survivor would view it. For example, one of the first killings that the movie really goes into is seen through the eyes of a child, so the killing is a little more cartoony and based on what you'd expect from a television show. While other killings are portrayed much more seriously, though still with their own little twinge on it, whether it be a filter over the screen that changes the color, or it being filmed like a mockumentary type thing or something like that. So the visual style of the movie was constantly changing, and while it might throw some people off, I personally found it really cool. The main thing that sold me on this was the story though, not only the story but the message that it snuck in there. Now the story in and of itself was absolutely fantastic. And that's mostly because there weren't any throwaway characters. Every character who got a significant amount of screen time played a purpose. And for the most part, they all had their own little distinct personalities, or at least had a moment or two where you thought to yourself, okay, this is an okay character, I'm happy that they included it in the film. And the message, or at least to me, how I deciphered the message, was absolutely mind-blowing. Film is very much a medium of interpretation, so you might see the movie and get something totally different out of it, but here's what I got out of it. To me, Natural Born Killers was a little bit more than your typical Bonnie and Clyde story with more tits and more blood. To me, the movie was a giant representation of how the media takes these horrific killers, these sick, animalistic, barbaric fucks, and puts them on a pedestal. Think about how much the media has done this. We've made celebrities out of Charles Manson. We've made celebrities out of Ted Bundy. We've made celebrities out of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. And in Natural Born Killers, Mickey and Mallory were definitely made out to be celebrities, in the most blatantly obvious way possible. Now in real life, the celebritization of these killers isn't so blatantly obvious, but it's definitely still there. Now if memory serves me, one of the people who was behind the Boston bombings got the front cover of Rolling Stone magazine, need I say more? And I feel that the film does a really good job of tackling that without rubbing it in your face, oh, this is the message. It's blatant enough to where you can catch it, but at the same time it's subtle enough to where you can still see the movie and only think about the message it has after the fact. All in all, if you're easily disturbed, then you might want to look past this movie. You might not want to watch it, because this is definitely a fucked up movie. But if you're looking for an all-American bloodbath that's covered in blood, guts, and tits, but at the same time manages to tell a really good story with a really good message with really memorable characters, I'd advise you check it out. I'd give the film 8 stars out of 10. Anyways, that about does it for me. Comment question of the day. If you have seen the movie, what did you think of Natural Born Killers? I want to start doing more movie reviews in the future, so if you guys have any movies that you want me to check out and then review, go ahead and let me know down there in the comment section below. Remember to look in the crotch bar for all of my links. Links to the Chameleon Couch Productions Facebook group, which you guys should definitely join. Links to all my social media sites. Links to my other channels, including my collaboration channel with my good friend Austin, which you should check out. As well as links to a whole bunch of other channels that you guys should definitely go look at. Once again, all of those are in the crotch bar. That about does it for this video though. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, THEBrandonBrownson, signing out. Seriously, it's a really fucking good movie. You should go watch it right now. Why are you still watching this? You guys usually click out before this, but go watch the movie right now.